EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Bisons of Paris taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the opening play, here's Ryan. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Pushes past it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now it's Ryan. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ryan will throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Walker is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Reggie Gilliam from 3 yards out. And the Bisons will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Yellow. Come back. Hey, 57. Yellow. Right side.
Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Matt Ryan. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bisons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up this. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw here taken in by Knox. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ryan. And Walker has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 17 yards out. And the Bisons continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very and Mahomes misfires again and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
15.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Kamara up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Attack, attack!
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now Ryan, open man, complete downfield to Davis. He's on his way across midfield and finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Here's Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ken Walker, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bisons continue to pull away here in this first half.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Ryan. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
They're on 45-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They'll roll him out right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
57 colors, 57 colors.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wild card matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with
Plenty of
Jonathan
adjustments
Coachman for
likely
our
being
EA
made by
Sports
both teams
halftime report.
in their respective
Coach.
locker rooms to find out who advances to the divisional round. Let's get you back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wild card game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one. At the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Right side.
Third quarter begins with a run from A-Chain. And he's got some space here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play fake. Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Ryan. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it go again. And now here is another interception across midfield. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bisons have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Play action. Ryan. And it's caught. Touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Bisons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Kansas City Chiefs.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ryan. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, here's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. Touchdown. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Bisons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Von Miller. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 43. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. That he will take this down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Ryan on second down. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Now it's Mahomes again. Forced out to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Play action. It's Ryan. Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They go play action now. Ryan. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Ryan wants to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Here's Ryan to throw. It's complete to Diggs. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Ryan on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Let's go. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
On second down, it's Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Ready up.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.